Hello! Hello, Buzzgods, my name is Hotsty and we are back in Factorio Space Age here on Vulcanus, where we have landed last time, and I have been busy. I extended a bit our setup. Here we have production of the first essentials, but then we also have quite a few switch offs here on the side, and for now all go into a red chest because we also have quite a few roboports sitting here on top that should help us, especially initially, because we need to build up a supply to properly power up a base. So all we need to do is hook that up. That should bring the recyclers online, and eventually we will have this merry-go-round, things moving around and being produced. And what we are missing here we have basically the red belts and the inserters, but what we probably also will need pretty soon is some assembly machines. So let me sketch out something here real quick. This will be our template. And we will need power. Let's bring that here. So we will need assembly machines. So let's bring those into existence. Here. Then here we need some speed modules, so we can have these ones going on here. Then we also need some chests. Probably we should limit the output here on the red chests. We need those ones, and we need the blue ones, and then we need roboports. And then let's continue building up a mall here. We need engines. We need pipes. We need pipes. Here we are. We need... Then let's make electric ones here. And then here we need lubricant. Lubricant we need to produce somehow. We have heavy oil here, so this should be really easy. just pump it out of the ground, the heavy oil, and convert it into lubricant. Which means we can then have robot frames. We can have those variants of our robots. And then let's go here. And do a bit of magic. Here we are interested in the signals of X and C. So let's have this here, and this one would be C or set if we have less than 20. And that would then be X if we have less than 50. And we need power there, and here we need those. Nice. And we probably also need sticks. That's the wrong button. So we can then have power poles. Nice. And let's just bring this over a bit more. We also want to have the large ones. We want to have substations. And we probably need these ones. And for those we need stone bricks. So let's have a furnace there. Make it that way. And have an output there. And that should be enough. And maybe I do have some more lying around here somewhere. Yes. Nice. We have some things going on here. We have produced already a few things, but as you can see, our output belt is not yet full, which is probably a good sign, meaning we are consuming materials that we need. And up here we basically have the output going in the direction where we will eventually have our rocket silo, and that will probably be the next big thing, because what we need here is the solid fuel. We will need that for rocket fuel, so we need a bit of heavy oil cracked into light oil, and then we can have basically infinite amount of rocket fuel. I think we will have to wait a bit for all this coming together, seeing what else we are missing, and then we can tackle rocket silo and such. I needed to add a few more assembly machines to produce things, and I also had to fix some issues here because these things here need to have the output here on this side, priority output, for that to go through, so we can have everything here. Otherwise, it's just split on the two sides. And here I see we have run full of holmium ore, and we don't want to recycle that again. And just by the looks of it, the amount that we are recycling here is not really enough for what I plan, because up here I also added the rocket fuel factory, but my goal is that from Fulgora we can supply our auto plants with the blue circuits, and maybe also with low density structures, because we get them here for free basically, but the amount that we get out of here, that's just insufficient. We can see now we don't even get a full belt of scrap out of it, so we will definitely need to expand on this. And if we look at this, here we have a large scrap field, so probably we will have a better setup down here somewhere. So that basically means we have this kind of as a starter base that produces all the materials that we need for our second setup. But I think what I still want to tackle is the other researches here that we have here. So we have this, but we have not yet produced anything. So that will be the next step. But I think I still want to wait a bit, because presently we are still in the phase of adding to the backlog. We can see here all the green circuits, they're just already eaten up by this setup. We don't get anything that's left over here for this production. The scrap field down here did not really last long, so maybe before we have to move on, let's try to put in the holmium processing, at least so we can get the researches unlocked. And as you can see, I have added here to a splitter to filter things out. I think what we need is basically something like this, and we also need water. We need this, and let's have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to copy everything. placing these pipes back here. Have this as an input. And this as an output. It's in there. And then for the plates, actually the output is not solid, it's liquid. That probably means we need a bit of a different setup. And I need undergrounds. We have them here. So let's make it this way. And then have one machine here at the end. And we can have power like this. And here. That should do. And then let's reset this. Collect the ore that we have here, distribute it. And once we get the first plate produced, or the first 50, we are researching the electromagnetic plant, and after that then we have the electromagnetic science packs. So what we probably also want to have here is a bit of light. It's not all that dark. Let's add more of the ore in there. Here, that's that research done. And this one is we need a superconductor. Build this in an electromagnetic plant. So that's probably something we want to add here. Then up here we do have the light oil. That we can kind of steal, and we can have production for those. There we have our first electromagnetic plant. So let's place this down here. We can produce quite a few things in here, and the nice thing really is that we get production bonus. Let's move that up here. And then really what we need is request a chest. Down here we also have plastics in a thing, and we need to craft a superconductor. Superconductor is a bit more involved. Need the electrolyte set up for that one. And here we have to set up for the electrolyte, then also for the superconductor, but as so often we are lacking the green circuits a bit. They are not produced in that high quantities, and I'm still in the process of filling in here the holmium ore that we have spare. Lying around. So here we're producing this, and soon actually I could add a bit of that, and that kickstarts that one. I think those are all the signs that are basically locked behind discovering things here on Fulgora. So next step will be to really set up a production pipeline, but I think for that we really need to set something up here, mining, and then proper production in this area next time. Until then, goodbye.